So to summarize, when it comes to sampling, do not take shortcuts. You would have understood the right sample size is important to make the right inference about the population. Whether it is analysis, baselining, validation, everywhere if data selected is non-representative, results will be misleading. So no shortcuts. Before deciding on the sampling strategy, be clear about the sampling objective. So it's very important to understand why are we doing the sampling? Where will we use the sampling interpretation? Is it critical? Answers to these questions are very important to have when we proceed in the process of sampling. Based on the criticality, we need to decide on the level of confidence that is going to be required in this sampling estimation. We know higher confidence level means higher sampling effort. Then there is customer's angle. What is the tolerance or range of variation in the estimated mean that would be acceptable to the customer? We also know that tighter tolerances would always call for larger samples. Then there is data type, that is continuous or discrete. This data type has a clear impact on the choice of sampling method. We also need to understand if the data is random or systemic. Is each data point independent of each other? Is there any bias in the process? So answers to these queries are equally important. And when we are going through this sampling process, it's very important to involve the process teams. It's very important to involve the leadership and to get a sign off on these responses. Once the sampling strategy is clear, make sure a detailed data collection plan is prepared. It helps to calibrate the entire team so everyone knows what to do, how to do. If sampling duration is large, make sure to have a process of regularly validating and sanitizing the collected data, as any mistake that's detected at a later stage will carry a risk of repeating the sampling activity. Make sure all critical events in the process which carry a potential to influence the output are recorded. It will help in assigning the right cause to a typical trend or data behavior at a later stage when we get into the analysis. And the most important aspect, always maintain balance between the business criteria and statistical criteria. For the business, optimal cost, time and effort are extremely important. Statistically, the priority is to gain an accuracy in sample representation. Now, both practically are in contradiction. Hence, the final decision must consider both aspects and a practical balance must be maintained. That's key to the success of sampling strategy. I hope you found this sampling video useful. Keep watching this space for more interesting videos from Six Sigma, DMAC, DFSS, Lean, re-engineering, theory of constraints, etc. You can subscribe to the page and keep receiving updates as and when we upload a new tutorial. In case you want us to talk about any specific concept, feel free to contact. The contact details are mentioned here on the slide as well as it's there on the page. So good luck and happy learning.